I'm a big advocate for young talent coming into the industry and getting their opportunities, and it was fantastic to see these two pros.
At first glance, you think, oh, maybe we're gonna get a nice like father bonding movie with his daughters, and then boom, everything changes so quickly. It was such a ride, yet filled with so much heart. I mean, when you first read the script, did you know just how wild things were gonna get?
I mean, when I first read it, it sort of knew that we were heading towards a very sort of climatic thriller, edge of your seats type story. But I was moved extra by just the layers, the story with the father and his two daughters and what they've been going through as, they lost their mum and he lost his wife. And this is their first trip to Africa to rekindle that relationship. But then also the lion story. The lion, has been separated from its family and now sees human beings as an enemy. So I read the script thinking, wow, this actually has a few layers. It has a heart to it, but it really makes that heart pound with the thrill ride.
Oh yeah, my heart was pounding the entire time. And I mean, at the core of it, you've got a father and these two daughters, and those two daughters needed to be played by phenomenal actresses. And Iyana and Leah they just blew me away.
Yeah.
And Iyana actually recently tweeted that as a dark-skinned actress, it means so much to her to not just be in a huge movie like this, but to be a lead in it. I mean, how special was it to share this experience with both of them?
Really special. I love new talent. I'm a big advocate for young talent coming into the industry and getting their opportunities. And it was fantastic to see these two pros. Even though this is a big movie and a big step for their careers, they, really were graceful, worked really hard. They were really nice to be around. We actually had a bond that was, like a real family. And I think that transferred onto the screen.
I mean, I guess that's what happens when you're on location for 10 weeks, especially in a beautiful place like South Africa. My partner's South African, and it's such a special, special place. And I was so happy to see that it wasn't shot on green screen. It wasn't some recreation of the location, but it was really there. I mean, how important was that decision to be in South Africa for this?
So important, there's so many levels. I think for the audience to see that the crew, the filmmakers, the actors are in the real wilderness, and you can get the sense that these guys are out there. And this is a survival movie, so you don't want people in green screen. You want to get a sense that we went out there, and that's really important. Plus, the environment plays a big part of the film. It's the fifth character, the sixth character. It's a big, because they're isolated amongst it. So it was I love working in South Africa. I've been to South Africa many, many times. I'm an honorary South African, and I love it there.
You mentioned you didn't want it to be against green screen, but at the same time, there's definitely some CGI because you're not going up against a real lion here. And I know you're a talented guy, but like, my goodness, I'm imagining, you're not staring at some little tennis ball. I want to commend you for your imagination and your commitment, because that must have been tough being that terrified when there's nothing there.
Well, to be fair, there was a stunt performer who also was an animal impersonator. So he did give me movement and, just some of the sort of dimensions, at least in scale. He had this huge, big, fluffy head. I mean, he looked like a giant rat. It was gray for the special effects. But he was fighting me. He was the one that was moving me and pulling me around. And that's what I was focusing on, trying to survive this lion attack.
Man, I feel like that guy, we need to just a slow clap for him, because he worked hard too, because that lion is in a lot of scenes at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Well, look, you've done so many cool things in your career. You can officially check battling a lion off the old bucket list. But it sounds like there might be another potential on-screen battle coming up. You've been teasing a potential return to the DC universe. I mean, can you give us any sneak peek of what that might be like, that battle?
I would love to say more about that. I think I'm almost in trouble for saying that there might be some more. But the truth is, I'm proud of the work I did around my DC character, and yeah, I want to see him come back.
Like the video? Then hit the button, or better yet, drop us a comment. Then check out our latest videos here, and don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button here for more celebrity interviews and entertainment news.